So I'm staying the night with my son, and he has a very sick sense of humor. He made a Trump bedroom for me. Notice Trump toilet paper, Trump mugshots, and he said, open the closet, open the closet. A life-size freaking, I don't even believe it.
This is gonna be the best prank ever. Good, son. What a sense of humor.
What is a woman?
What is it? That's a stupid question, dude. That's a dumb question.
What is a woman? It's not a trick question. What is a woman?
Someone who identifies as a woman.
You can't answer the question with the question. Yeah, define the woman without saying woman.
It's a social woman is defined by people.
You're in college, paying for an education. What is a woman?
How about you talk to someone with media training? How about you talk to someone
You don't need media training. It's not a trick.
Well, yeah,
what is a woman?
The one question nobody on the left can answer.
It's the suspension and the engine on this. What have I done?
To build the whole thing.
Why is it so satisfying to watch?
Being comfortable laughing at racial jokes is peak male friendship. What's this?
Do it in your words.
I'll do it in my
This is good. That's good.
That'll be your own
wow.
words.
You doing Asian accents, dude?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurts my feelings.
It's impressive.
And I don't want you to do it anymore.
You heard it here first.
Oh my god, this guy is too good with accent.
Would you change your religious beliefs to marry the person you loved? Why or why not?
If I had to change my religious beliefs, I would not marry the person that I love. Because the first person that I love is God, who created me. And I have my faith, my principles, and this is what makes me who I am. And if that person loves me, should love my God too. Thank you.
Wow, damn right, sister. Amen to that.
How are you holding up? Fine. I was talking to your chair.
Morning, officer. Whew, that was close.
It says here you worked at Apple for 6 years, but I swear you, devs are getting younger and younger.
Oh no, I don't code. I just built the phones.
What's your type?
He's got to be rich, handsome, and funny.
No, I meant type 1 or type 2 diabetes.
Doctor, please, give me some advice so I can lose some weight.
You need to start moving your head left to right.
When do I do that?
Whenever someone asks if you want to eat, you fat ass. Dad, why is everyone saying we all look the same?
I don't know, kid, but I'm not your dad. I'm Mark, your neighbor.
Grandpa, I would like you to meet my boyfriend Jamal.
Girl, I told you to leave the farming equipment out in the field.
This is some dark humor right there.
Gen Z versus 20 war veterans. Wait, what is this?
So my first claim is my trauma is as bad as yours.
Oh, this looks like rage bait. This sounds like rage bait for sure.
It does.
Oh! Who is this diva?
Name's Earl.
But have you ever passed a fuck-ass kidney stone, which is more painful than giving birth, dead ass, and then your boyfriend of 3 years dumps you, all in a 4-month period?
One of our trucks hit a mine outside Da Nang. 1 minute, Petey was cracking jokes, and the next, half of them was hanging off a tree. You ever hear a man scream with no lungs?
Oh!
Why did that story give me actual chills? Okay, Slay, you definitely have more trauma
Yeah,
than
this
me.
sounds like a meme.
I'm getting too old. I cannot understand Gen Z at all.
Day, what do you do with your routine?
Nothing.
Obviously you eat.
Doc destroyed her with one question.
I can't hardly pee.
Really?
I don't want to get malnourished either.
Do you look like you're malnourished?
Doc knew it was an obvious lie.
You don't think your weight has to do anything with your eating habit?
No, I don't.
So what do you think your weight come from, thin air?
Doc told her straight up.
I'm trying to open my horizons to vegetables because I'm a pretty picky eater.
You're not a picky eater if you're 600 pounds.
Man, this doctor is based.
Rachel Zegler is getting memed to hell right now. They have taken this stupid looking picture of her and just turned it into this AI meme, and it's so much better than the movie.
I kind of want something other to eat.
Well, what would you like?
You got any biscuits for sale in there?
Well, no, this here's a Frosty Cream. We don't serve biscuits.
What you got in there is good to eat.
Well, we got Big Cheap Burgers, Bongo Burgers, Footlongs, Corny Dogs, Frosty Shakes, Creamy Bars. Did you want me to go through the whole list?
Reckon what you like to eat in there?
Well, the French fries are pretty good.
French fried potatoes?
Honestly, after what she did, the memes are gonna continue for a long time.
MrBeast contestant Ashley got fed up with 6 of her ex-boyfriends while trapped on a tropical island together, as they all started bonding with each other instead of trying to win her back for the prize of $250,000.
Guys?
Bro, it's gonna be lit.
I don't know if you guys forgot
3, 2, 1, drop.
about me here, but maybe consider that next time you...
Do you wanna come help?
No.
Well, so I say as of right now, we don't need to like form it.
I think they've forgotten the plot and that I'm here, the princess of the land. And now I'm just like bored. I'm ready to just get rid of all of them.
Wow. Damn, they completely forgot about her. I'm not surprised at all.
This entitled feminist doesn't know how to react when this man confronts her with reality.
The key to getting to equal pay is going to be more promotion, investing more energy and efforts into promoting women's sports. When you flip on the TV, you're not hearing about the women usually. It's about the men's games.
I truly believe people don't want to know why these numbers are the way they are. The Women's World Cup players get paid out 20% of the total revenue. The men get paid out 7%. As a percentage point, they are getting much more. The problem is the Men's World Cup generates $6 billion in revenue. The Women's World Cup generates $131 million in revenue. If the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Strive for getting what you're worth, and if you're worth more, then get more.
Oh, I wanna see women play soccer, not me.
Obama is not our first black president. Can you explain to people what you were talking about?
Yeah, you know, people are saying Obama's the first black president, and he's not. He's the first mixed race president. Obama thinks that everybody seems to forget that he had a mama and she was white.
It's true. He's right on point about that.
Where do you find that crossing the border is just a civil offense?
The law.
Which law?
I don't know the statute number. I just know that it's a law.
Do you know what code it's under?
No, I don't memorize that stuff.
I have it here for you. It's Title 8, U.S. Code 1325. It is a criminal offense for illegal entry. It's not civil, it's criminal. It's a federal criminal misdemeanor.
Exactly, these liberals completely clueless.
Let's start with workplace relationships. Generally, we discourage it, but of course it happens, so we have a few rules.
Yes, like you can ask a coworker out once, but if they say no, you cannot ask them again.
Question, I can ask anyone out one time.
I guess technically, yeah.
Laurel, will you go out with me?
No.
So that's it then. That door is closed until it resets at the end of the year.
The end of the year?
No.
Oh, it's like on cooldown.
I can't ask Laurel out again, which means I have to move on to my second choice. Carly, will you go out with me?
Sure.
See, this is interesting because I don't want to go out with Carly. So can I take that yes and bank it and use it on Laurel?
What? There's no banking it. It's not a game show.
Shane Gillis is too funny. This guy makes the best skits, I swear.
Maybe you need to think about what you're about to say, because you're about to tell me that minorities cannot obtain ID, which is super prejudice.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
You want to correct me, then maybe I'm wrong. That's not what you were going to say?
I think you can go talk to somebody else. I'm good here.
Oh, you're a minority. Are you affected when we implement voter ID?
Not at all.
No?
No.
Hey, she's a minority. I mean, you are too. She said that she's not affected by voter ID.
I'm good. I'm done. This is the end of the conversation.
Make voter ID mandatory.
California has rules about every nitpicky thing you can imagine. We are the most regulated state in the nation with more than 395,000 regulatory restrictions. It is a constant nightmare nightmare of inspectors and permits and fees. In this state, if you get to your car 10 seconds after the parking meter expires, it's already gone and you'll never see it again. If you don't believe me, try parking in Santa Monica, or starting a business, or getting your solar power hooked up. You can't fly a kite in a park in Beverly Hills, or ride a bicycle, or climb a tree. But for 30 years, Nestle took water out of the San Bernardino National Forest under a permit that expired in 1988. And Coca-Cola is somehow allowed to take water from municipal water supplies, stick it in bottles, and sell it back to the taxpayers who own the water to begin with. 395,000 regulations, but somehow that slipped through the...
What is Newsom doing with California? This is crazy.
We are pilots.
You're a pilot? Okay, well, you're not as good as the guy sitting next to you. There's a reason they never put two women in the cockpit. You understand? Because if that happened, if you showed up to work and there was a woman and sitting there, you go, shit, gotta work today. Look, I'm fucking around. I'm happy you're a pilot for a living?
No, I'm a pilot for my children and my...
You're a pilot for your children? The fuck? What are you talking about? You talking about Paw Patrol here? Oh, it's Sky. All right, you have to have young kids to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you got your license and you fly privately your own plane. Is that what you mean?
No, you didn't hear me. I'm a pilot for my family.
You're a pilot for your family.
I control my family.
Oh, yeah, well, I can tell that from this conversation. I don't know if they like it or not.
She's a pilot of her family. What is this?
The fatigue is so real that even McDonald's workers are over it. A dude who claims to be a Muslim is crashing out because he got bacon on his burger at McDonald's. Well, I got a newsflash for you, buddy. There's nothing halal about anything at McDonald's. All of it is haram. You know nothing. You're not a Muslim. You're just poor. All right, and you're trying to throw a fit because you want to be part of some new victim class, and the employees at McDonald's are not having it. You're gonna love this.
I don't eat pork. First of all, I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim, and you put a piece of pork on top of my meat. Yeah, I don't eat it. It's haram. It's haram. It's against my religion to even be around pork.
Okay, it's against my religion to be talking to someone not raising their voice. It's gonna be a minute. Y'all causing a scene.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna cause a bigger one when I post this online.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. It's 2026.
Okay, everybody knows that there's no good.
I'm gay.
Who cares?
That's a minority right there.
Who cares?
So what does that matter?
Who cares that you're gay? Why is your sexuality being brought up into this?
Why does it matter if I said Africa?
Why did you say Africa? Why did you say Africa? Why didn't you say they're just starving people? I'm causing a scene. Why aren't you talking to your employee?
This guy making a scene over nothing. He's more Karen than the Karens themselves.
AOC really didn't want to answer this question. Watch.
Once people realize that you can't use this place to become a millionaire, then I think there'll be some natural turnover.
And the last question on that note, there's a lot of news surrounding fellow squad member Ilhan Omar and her finances. She, claimed she was worth $30 million. Now it's under $100K. Lots of questions surrounding that. Do you have anything you'd like to share on that? Should there be a formal ethics investigation?
No, I know she's going through her process. We all file our paperwork, and everyone has a process of filing amendments. She's spoken to her case, and yeah, that's all.
That's all.
That is all. She has nothing to say.
And so does every other person who calls themselves an environmentalist who can. Now enjoy this fun photo collage of some of your favorite stars and politicians who speak about the need to reduce our carbon footprint, but who are always on private planes. That's right, all of them. If you don't see a celebrity's picture here, it's because we weren't allowed to use it. Or their series got canceled. But all the environmentalists of Hollywood and Washington do it. Their position on climate change is, we must do more to stop pouring carbon into the air, except for me when I want to go somewhere and then I take a private jet.
That's just hypocrisy at its finest.
Trump just said Ilhan Omar and her brother are a lovely couple, and then talks about them going to bed at night.
I believe she married her brother, which is totally illegal. Although it's a lovely couple, actually, but it's a little bit on the illegal side. Darling, I love you very much. Good night, brother. Let's go to bed.
I want to go to one of these comedy sets of his, man.
Isn't she despicable? I can't stand watching.
Trump truly is the funniest president.
He definitely offended a few liberals with this one.
I refuse to participate. I'm not adopting your language. I'm not respecting your preferences because you don't own reality. You don't own grammar. You don't own definitions. You're not important enough to provide me with an instruction manual on how to talk to you. Are you kidding? How important do you have to think you are? But what are the consequences for not abiding by it? What would happen in this chamber if I were to address Representative Finke? Need I continue? What would the consequences be?
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
Exactly.
Common sense is finally back. Love to see it.
Okay, first one. You go to a mediocre restaurant. How much do you tip?
I usually tip because if I don't, I end up with a lot of publicity that I didn't tip. But I get good service. They give me good service.
Let's say you went out for a bite in Washington, D.C. right now. How much money is in your pocket?
I'd say about $200. Probably $200. I'm not traveling too heavy.
Favorite TV show not on a news channel?
I don't get to watch very many. I mean, look, my favorite shows would be anything having to do with sports. And you like watching football. I watched the Yankees last night. They're doing very well since I went to the ballpark last week.
This baby Trump always cracks me up. America without Republicans.
When you do communism right, it works perfectly and everyone loves it.
And it only took 200 million starving to get here.
That's less than half as many as we thought.
There has been another terrorist attack with 33 dead. The American government has decided not to do anything about it since we probably deserved it.
It sure is great that abortion is now free and available for everyone everywhere.
Yeah, but it's too bad that there aren't any babies to abort since we outlawed being a heterosexual.
Murdering those families was wrong, but you're an immigrant and you probably just didn't know any better. Plus, we shut down all prisons. You're free to go.
This is wrong! You need to lock him up!
How dare you question our compassion? Execute that man immediately!
I found more letters we need to add to the acronym.
It's already so large, it's throwing off the rotation of the Earth. If we add any more letters, we'll die.
Then we die!
Everyone just stay in line and walk through the scanner. It's going to check how dark your skin is to see how many benefits you get. If I were you, I wouldn't bother.
Oh my god, Jesus look like a nightmare.
Wow, sure is snowy and cold out there. Trump translation.
I'm sure by now most of you in this country have noticed we're getting some terrible weather coming in. We're getting some cold temperatures and lots of snow. The worst snow. We're only getting the most terrible snow there is, and we've decided that we have to do something about it. Now, a lot of people say we should mobilize the military. Maybe we should melt it with some flamethrowers, or maybe drop some napalm on it, get rid of it that way. But I think that it starts with finding where it came from and taking care of that problem.
Matt King, he has one of the best Trump impressions I've seen.
When I was in Mexico, I got COVID because everybody surrounding me was vaccinated. I was like, oh, fuck, you know.
You can't get it unless you get it. Unless you get it and then you got it. You can't, if you get a booster, you can't give it unless you get. Well, you can still get it if you got it, but then you get the third booster and you can't give it unless you get. But if you get it, if you have a syringe in your ass 24 hours a day and you keep pushing, you can't give it unless you get it, and then you can give it.
We got it, Rob Schneider. Comedy is back, baby.
Emperor Trump, welcome to Beijing. The robe suits you. Very powerful. Now, about Taiwan.
Love the robes. Tremendous silk. The dragon on the chest, very on brand. I might keep this. Anyway, no.
I didn't finish my...
You were going to say Taiwan. You always say Taiwan. Every call, every meeting, every dinner. Taiwan, Taiwan, Taiwan. You sound like a GPS that's stuck, G. Very repetitive.
Taiwan belongs to China. It has always belonged to China. I have maps, ancient maps.
I have aircraft carriers, modern ones. They float, they move, and they don't need a map. Very advanced technology. You should look into it.
Taiwan, not a real country.
Virginia Democrats tried to file an emergency request with the U.S. Supreme Court, but they accidentally addressed it to the wrong Supreme Court. Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones was trying to ask the U.S. Supreme Court to save their redistricting plan after the Virginia Supreme Court struck it down. Unfortunately, before they could save democracy, they first had to defeat their greatest enemy, spelling. Here you can see that they misspelled Virginia and senator on the same page even.
Wow, honestly, I'm not surprised at all.
Hey, excuse me, can I get a coffee? Sorry, did you just misgender me? Pretty sure I didn't, pal. Pal, did you just assume my name? Can I just get a damn coffee? I just recorded your outburst and I'm going to cancel. Look, I'm just a normal average guy with zero political opinion. That's ahistorical. Coffee, or else. I just recorded your outburst and I'm going to cancel. This is the 5th time this week. Your double frap latte, your double frap latte mocha, your double frap latte chamomile decaf coffee with soy milk is ready. Did I ask for soy milk? At this coffee shop, soy milk is mandatory, actually. In fact, by order of President Joe Biden, you have to eat vegetables. He's not president anymore.
These liberals go way too far.
Well, how the hell are we supposed to cheat now that the Voting Rights Act doesn't allow us to pack black people into a clearly insane gerrymandered district? Do you know how hard it is to run on our mentally retarded platform without cheating? It's impossible. So let's go back to why the Voting Rights Act passed in the first place and how Democrats abuse the of it.
Wow, who made this is genius.
Democratic socialist.
I know, but I know a democratic socialist is. That's Mandami, who's a straight up communist.
No, he's not.
Okay,
no, he's not.
Okay, he has someone working.
Bill.
All right. He is, first of all.
Okay.
He has someone working for him named Sia Weaver.
Okay.
Have you read about her?
I have not.
See, that means you're in a bubble.
Okay.
Because you should have.
Okay.
Okay,
so
let me tell you who she is. She's
edify
like,
me.
She's like one of his top lieutenants. His big issue was the rent's too high.
Mm-hmm.
She's the head of, we're going to fix housing.
Mm-hmm.
This is like what got him elected. He has not disavowed her, and I could show you all her tweets that she's put out over the last few years in quotes. And one of them is, elect more communists.
Wow.
I don't think you have to read between the lines if somebody he stands with and by is saying, and also her other quotes are like, all home ownership is racist.
Wow.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. Exactly. New York, you get what you voted for.
The federal government spending money based solely on tests hurts people because then we don't get the money going to critical thinking, which your misinformation machine succeeds on.
So you would say I'm a misinformation machine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Fine. You're a teacher. Yes. What is a woman?
Oh, buddy. We define gender as a set of preferences that you have. Woman is a social construct that we've agreed upon. Typically, we imagine womanhood as makeup or whatever. There is a difference between the word woman and being a biological female. We agree on these set of preferences. If I tell you that I'm a man, it's because I want you to know that I like these set of preferences. If I
Insane. This is so disrespectful to all of the great women of this world.
Mr. President, are you even listening to me?
Ilhan, sweetheart, I was just twitting about your little accounting error. $30 million in assets one day. Boom, millionaire congresswoman. Then next day, $18,000. What happened? Did your accountant fall into a black hole, or did he send it back to Somalia like you do with everything else?
Mr. Trump, this is a disgrace. It was a simple accountant's mistake. Liabilities weren't properly accounted for. Everyone makes errors. This is clearly Islamophobia and a racist attack on a strong, progressive, black, Muslim immigrant woman.
You're a socialist who can't even balance her own checkbook. You're out here screaming tax the rich, while your accountant accidentally made you look like Jeff Bezos for 5 minutes.
A 30 million mistake. This is completely crazy. That doesn't happen accidentally at all.
My name is Ernie Whitaker. My pronouns are I, me, he, him, she, her, we, they, us. Sometimes I even use Shakespearean pronouns, which are thee, thou, thy, thyself, and ye. I'm transgender, non-binary, gender conforming, gender fluid, just to name a few. As you all know, the trans movement is the fastest growing movement out there, so I figured, why not get involved in the ground level and use it to my advantage? For instance, whenever I'm late to work, which happens a lot, I'm not gonna lie, I just self-identify as translate. Not translate like the language translate, but you guys know what I'm talking about. That's someone who's late but identifies as being on time. I thought of that one myself.
I'm not gonna lie, it is challenging having somebody like Ernie in the office, but due to diversity requirements, we have to have he, him, she, her, we, they,
Don't forget about us.
Sorry. And us.
Can you imagine working there? That would be a nightmare. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And click right here to watch the next one. Bye bye.